Hi guys! I just had to grab myself a bottle of water. 2 hours is a long time talking, so Hi Linda! Hi Nick! Is it Joyce? Hi Joyce! Who else have I seen? Helen, Laurie, Kathy, Kim. I thought I saw someone else there. I'm just peeking through. Shara. I'll wait a little bit. Heather, hi! I'm just gonna add some mods. I haven't had any really, but I'm gonna just add Heather there, and also did it work? I don't know. Linda, did it work? Is it working? I don't know. I can't see on here. It's not telling me very much. I've added Heather and Linda. Hi Candice. Hi, is it I'm not sure what your name FAR3 FA3. Oh, awesome, cool. Heather, I made you one as well. Hi Blue. Hi Tamara. I'm not sure. I'm flicking through. I'm just going to change it to live chat because it's on top chat. Hi Shadow. She's just saying hello in the background there. I don't know. Linda, you can figure that out. Hi Christine. Oh, another Candice. Hi Candice. Joan, hi. Loretta, hi. Thanks for coming. I wasn't sure if you were going to make it today. Hi, Shadow. Yes, everyone's here to say hello. Say hello. Yeah, you say hello. Yeah, that's Shadow, my Bengal cat in the background there, saying hello to everyone. She thinks I'm talking to her, you see. Oh, big brother. Hi Sky, thanks for joining. Hi Karen, thanks for coming. We've got a few coming in now. So how's everyone enjoyed this 48-hour ColorAthon? It's she's very talkative, Sky. I can't shut her up sometimes. Yeah, she's beautiful. Keeps us busy. She's over 8 years old now, and she's still like a big kitten. This weekend has been huge. I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed meeting some new people, which has been great. Heather was one of those. Sky, May I've already knew, but Shalene we've seen, and Kayla, and who else have we seen? Sammy, of course. We've had heaps. It's been absolutely beautiful. And it's been great, the colouring community sort of getting together and being able to chat and have some fun. And then, yes, Randy, me. Hi, Randy. I got to watch quite a few. We did have a calisthenics comp in between that, so I was sitting in the car watching live on my phone at some stages, and of course had to sleep through some of it. It's a shame that I missed that, but I'm sure you guys have been the same, except for Linda because she hasn't slept. Oh, thanks Candice. So I I'm actually going to be doing a flip through of this one during the week. I was hoping to have it out today, but my video is still encoding, so it could be tomorrow now, of this beautiful book. So I was chatting to Linda earlier today and I couldn't figure out what to do, so I'm going to do one out of here. So I'll give you a sneak peek at the one I've already done. So I've already finished this one, which I'm going to be putting a speed colouring with my flip through. And also there'll be a full Patreon video for this one too. Hi Luana. Yes, this is one of my new books. It's really cute, and I figured we'd get a whole image done, so because it's so small, we could give it a go. So this one's by Emmanuelle Colin. He has 2 at the moment. Is it a he? I'm going to assume it's a he, but sometimes I'm always I'm wrong, so you know. Coloriage Wild, this is number 1. There is a number 2 as well, so there's actually 14 images, but there's 2 of each, so that's good. I'm going to be doing, let me just pop it down. This is a pretty one today. Hang on, I've just got to let shadow out. I think I'm actually getting Dragon Dreams. If Shalene was here, she'd be able to verify that, because I'm getting it soon. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've ordered that one. Thank you guys, thanks. So the one that I've already done in the book, I actually did we've just let her out, so she should be quiet now. I did a test on that other page of all of my mediums that I have in my stores, and everything went really well on it. So fantastic book, great paper. Linda, you are still alive, you're typing. Hi Charlotte. I guess being the last on the list, a lot of the people from the UK, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning or something there, so we might not see any of them come in. So on Kayla's stream we were chatting and I was asking whether we should do markers for this stream, so I've decided to do Copic markers. And yeah, we'll do that. I might use some pan pastels too. I got to use my purple one. What is it? Violet tint. So I've picked sunflowers. I'm pretty sure it was Dragonkin that I ordered. Let me just have a quick peek at my list. I ordered a whole heap of really nice books, so... Oh, and I got another beautiful book this week too. You know, you can't find the email when you really need it. Let me just find it. Nope, no idea. I can't find it anyway. I did order Flowers and Gems and Hidden Paradise and yep, Dreams of Dragon and Dreams of Dragons and Dragonkin. It is coming. Also the first Inklings book from Tanya Bond, is it? I've got that one coming. Also the Mermaid pop manga book, which is really exciting. So lots of new stuff coming. I'm really excited. Hi guys, hi new people coming in. Oh dear. Mine should be arriving this week, so pretty exciting. Who else have we had coming? Debbie. Who else? This chat thing's not very helpful sometimes, and it's so little. Let me see, is there a better way? Let's have a look at that. Cool. All right. Hi. Okay, we need another mod, do we? Okay, give me a sec. Let me see. Candace wants to have a go. No worries. Let me... no, that one. I think I did it. Yep, got it. Maybe we'll do... does Sky want to be a mod? Can I make you a mod, Sky? Ooh, let's have a look. Okay. Why is my chat going so slow? Alright, I might have to just bear with me and try live chat. Oh, there we go. It's finally working. Sorry guys, I was way behind there. The page looks really yellow anyway. Alright, so guys, let's colour. I'm going to start laying some base colours down using Copic markers. So earlier in Kayla's stream we were talking about the Copics. I think if you've been in my other streams you'll know pretty much what I'm going to say. But I'm using Copic Sketch and Copic Chow. Both are exactly the same. Both have broad tips on one end. I've just got to be careful doing this because I don't want to flick ink anywhere. And they've got brush tips on the other end. So they're exactly the same, except the sketch comes in every single color, which is 358 colors, and I think the Chow comes in like 98 colors, or maybe I'm wrong, it could be more than that, but if I had an E31 in a Chow, I wouldn't buy an E31 in a sketch. So the inks are exactly the same colors, so you don't need to have both. You could have one or the other. Hi Laurie. Okay guys, if you want to chat, pop it in caps because I find that I can see a little bit better, and that will help me to catch you because the chat's really tiny on my screen and I wish I could bring it up a little bit bigger, but it's not letting me. Anyway, so I'm going to start with some E000 and I'm just going to do some like a light layer over everything. I'm going to zoom. Oh, hello. Look at that. I might just go out a tiny little bit just so you can see what marker I'm using. Oh, just give me 2 secs. I'm going to put on another light. There we go. That's a bit better. Less yellow now. I am from Australia, Nick. I'm actually from Victoria. Country, Victoria. I guess it is called. Yep, zoom. We've got that ad too. Yes, and oh, I've heard some Americans call us Aussies instead of Aussies, so it's pronounced Aussie. So that's me. I'm Aussie, along with Linda, who's modding, and also Heather too, which I met yesterday. We're all from Australia, and there's a few actually who were popping in and saying they're from Melbourne. I come from the country though. We were in South Gippsland, so oi. Alright, so I'm back again now. My tip nib still hasn't been replaced on this one. I will do it. I've got a new one sitting there. I just haven't done it. I'm just going to coat over with some E000. This paper is really good. It's not a marker paper, so you just got to use it a little bit differently. I found that it had a few streaks when I was doing it yesterday or the day before, so just may need a couple of layers. Also, my marker's a bit dry. I probably need to refill it. But I'm just putting a base layer of this over the whole area. Hi, Nancy. So my name's Belinda, guys, if you didn't know as well. I've been sort of spreading my name around over the last 48 hours. So yeah, also I've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you know, all of those. Our thongs. Yeah, because a thong for most people is a pair of underwear. Here in Australia, a thong is actually a slip-on. What do you call them? I don't even know what they call them over there. Does anyone else who knows what a thong is here in Australia know what it's called over there? They're like a slip-on thing that you wear, a flip-flop. Is that it? A flip-flop? Yeah. It just popped into my head then. A flip-flop, that's right. I'm actually running out of ink, so I'm just going to refill it. Been colouring too much, guys. 2 secs to do that. All secret off-camera stuff. No, not really. It's just I don't want to drip it on my work, so... I find that there's lots of things that we say or call different here, though. Underwear or shoes. Flip-flops, we call them thongs. And we also call a thong too. I don't have a thong. Hang on. If you give me 2 secs, I'll see if I can find one. Give me 2 secs, I'll go find you a thong. Hang on. Okay, so I've got what we call a thong. This is a man's thong, by the way. I don't have big feet like this, but can you see that? Oh, hang on, I'll just zoom out a bit. Ta-da! A thong! No, it's not underwear. But we do have thongs or G-strings as underwear as well. It's fine. I'm just being thrown thongs now. Flip-flops, there you go. I also had some people that didn't know what a dim sim was, which I thought was strange. I think that's Australian a little bit too. Flip-flop. Just making sure. Hi to anyone who's come in and I haven't seen. Thank you so much for coming along. Okay, we've got some singing going on. Okay, now I don't know where I'm up to. So has everyone been colouring while watching the streams? I found that I couldn't colour. I too busy watching what was going on in chat. I've been trying to get a video voiced for the last 3 days and it just doesn't seem to be happening. Now, because I've come back in and done that, it's a little bit blotchy there, but that's okay. You might not be able to see it on camera anyway, so she's got a really long skinny neck, this one. Okay, base layer's done. Isn't that soap, Belinda? What are you talking about? What soap? I'm lost. What soap? What did I say something? Oh, dim sim. Yeah, no, dim sim. I'm not showing you a dim sim, okay? Dim sim is food. See, I told you there was another one. I've got some E04, and I'm just going to do the shadow areas. No, not soap. Definitely not soap or soup. Or Candace finished Misfits. Dim sum is soup, but not dim sim. A dim sim is like a Chinese food. It's kind of like a dumpling. So yeah, it's kind of like a dumpling. It's got like cabbage and mincemeat in it. I'm pretty sure it is an Australian invention because a lot of people don't know what it is. So you can have them fried or you can have them steamed, and usually you eat them with soy sauce. And here in Australia you get them from fish and chip shops. So there's another one too, fish and chip shops. I know that some people call them potato scallops. We call them potato cakes here. I don't know if that's a Victorian thing actually, because I think in other states it's called a potato scallop. I think it's funny that we all have different names for things. Just going over the areas where it's already dark and popping this in. This is kind of a partial grayscale, so yeah, potato cake in Tasmania, there you go. I think it a cat called dim sim. Hey, yeah, Sharon, that's what my dad calls cats, dim sims. When we were kids, they always used to joke with us and say that dim sims were actually kittens. It used to be horrible, but yeah. They're not kittens, by the way, everybody. It's just beef mince. Yes, we have beetroot on our burgers. I do know that the Mecca Oz from McDonald's is one of the only burgers that has beetroot on it, and a lot of people have never heard of it. Just going to be really light around the face, the nose and things. I don't want to put too much dark colour in. It's going to blend out, but I've just marked all those areas out. Next is E11. Beetroot. So, you know, the red beetroot that comes out of the ground, because some people think beets is like, it's really sweet. It's like bright pink and sweet and really nice. Yeah, we call, I don't call these markers texters, but we have texters which are like a alcohol marker, but I would think of a texter as being like a thing a kid would use at school. Canada. Cool. Beetroot's awesome. I love it. It comes in cans here. You can get it fresh as well. Fresh is not quite so good, but in the cans it's really sweet. Have I missed anyone? I'm just checking back. No, they're not pickled. No, They're not pickled. They're too sweet to be pickled, I think. Bye, Tammy. Thanks so much for dropping in. No beets. Can't do beets. Okay. Fresh is not too bad. They're okay. I like them canned better, but I don't know. Can anyone tell me if they're pickled? Because I don't think they are. I don't like pickled onions. So this book is Coloriage Wild by Emmanuelle Colin. Do you want me to show you the front again? Because people are just coming in now. This is it. Lining up with the camera, which is moving. There you go. Now, I'm pretty certain he's French, and I actually had to jump through hoops to get it. No, not really jump through hoops, literally. I didn't have to jump through hoops because I went through Cool Craft Books on Etsy, and she's absolutely beautiful. The lady who owns the shop's name is Moon. She's a lovely, lovely lady, and the book came, I ordered it, and it came within 9 days of ordering it. So she's in Korea, and I'm in Australia, so obviously it's a long way, but it came really quickly, and I wasn't expecting it so quick. But maybe Linda might be able to find the link to it and post it up. Please? But yeah, I've been trying to get this one since I started colouring about 3 years ago. A couple of pictures came up on Pinterest, and I was like, I want that. And yeah, so I finally was able to order it when I ordered my other book from there, and I'm pretty impressed. I wasn't expecting it to be so small. It is only 20 by 20 centimeters, so it's a pretty tiny little book, but it's still adorable. I'm just going over the top of the darker colour that I did, and I'm just extending this colour out, just filling it in, and also going around anywhere where there should be a shadow. Yes, shadow. It's not. I'm not talking to you. She's sitting there looking at me. She's going to hop into bed. Okay. Okay, what next? What's next? E21. Cool Craft Books. Some other people have mentioned it there. No, my next colour along. That's pretty exciting, actually. And I haven't printed the image. I keep meaning to do that. I'm going to post it up after today's stream. I didn't want to do it before because I didn't want to confuse people because I'll be live again on Friday. So I will put it up later on today for everybody. I'm very excited about the next one. It's a new artist who a lot of people haven't heard of, so it's pretty cool. I get to show off some pretty pictures. What books are we talking about now? So this particular book I have never seen anywhere else, anywhere. Only on, you can, I think, get it from, I think it's on Etsy, but they only post it to the surrounding area. So I think the actual seller is the author of the book, or the artist, but they don't actually post anywhere but to their country. I'm pretty sure it was French, but please don't quote me on that because I could be wrong. Just building up some shadows around the nose now as well, under the eye. Oh, looking really strange, hey? It's alright, it'll get better. Just coming into the cheek area as well. Put a little bit of shadow in there. Oh, missed a bit. So yeah, the new artist, the new colour along I'm doing is starting on Friday, and I'm going to use Polychromos pencils. We just finished one with Prismas, and I'm over Prismas, so I'm going back to polys for a bit. Pretty more flowers. I like flowers. I get E00. I'm going to cover up most of it now. I'm just going to leave a couple of spots for highlights. Who have I missed? Have I missed anything? Pretty Flowers. Hi Michelle, thank you so much. I did see you come in. Shadow is a cat. I'm a rocket star. Oh, a rock star. A rocket star. A rock star. Cool, thank you. Yeah, I was going to get Linda to post it up, but I might be able to do it quicker. So if you give me a sec, I'll see if I can find it. Great book. Love the seller. She has so many books from all over the world. She has lots of the Asian coloring books too, so the what am I saying? The Korean, Japanese and Chinese coloring book type thing. She's got all of those. She's got Indian and Western sort of stuff. She's got everything. And a lot of the books that are hard to get, she seems to have them. So it's really great. Hang on, I have her here. I'm just going to pop up the link for the actual book if it's still up, because it might have sold out by now. Oh, I don't know. It won't give me the actual link. Hang on. Oh, I'm yawning away here. I'm not tired. I can't push enter. Hang on. Keyboard's hiding. Oh, she's got both. I should have got both. Okay, I found it. I got a link. Here we go. That's where I got it from. Amazon's got it too, apparently. It wouldn't let you post either. Oh. Okay. Hi guys. Hi newbies. Hi. Yeah, I'll try not to yawn anymore. Amazon UK. Do they have? I think that's where I saw it, but it doesn't post to Australia anymore, so we can't get it anyway. Anyway, I'm still using. It's probably dried out a little bit now. I had the lid off. I feel like I'm too close there, but that's all good. Oh no, I went out the lines. I'll have to show you how to fix it. Amazon UK, not US. Yep, cool. So guys, here in Australia, it's like 1:24 p.m. It's early afternoon. So sorry guys if it's really late there. Oh look, there's a little beetle in this one. I just saw him hiding there. I've got E000 again, and I'm just going to finish off just softening off those areas that I hadn't done. Just blending them all out nicely. I love my markers. They're so quick and easy to use. Got to be careful on some paper because they can become really thirsty and they can use up a lot of ink if you're using the wrong paper. Why is it not blending properly? Here we go. How's that look? Yes, so I'll just show you the back of the page so you can see. And you can see there's a little bit on here as well. So the more layers that you put on, the more that will come through the other side. I would normally print this out on my own paper before colouring, but this paper's not too bad, so. Do you reckon she should have a little bit of pink on her cheek? I think she should. Let's do some R20. And I'm just going to put a little bit of pink here on her cheek. Oh. I'm just going to blend it out with some E000. Oh, it's so cute. Got some yellow sunflowers going on, so I think I might give her some blue eyes. I'm going to put a little bit of that R20 in her lip there. It's not a very big section, but just pop it in there. Now I did go over the edges, so I've got my colourless blender. Let me have a look. Where is it? Let me just zoom in and show you. Can you see there I've gone over that line a little bit? I'm just going to push it back in with my colourless blender. Look at that, it's magic. And here. There you go. And that'll just dry off and it's not there anymore. Magic. No, the colourless blender just pushes the coloured ink back in towards where you were colouring. Thank you guys, thank you so much. So regular streaming time is usually Friday mornings my time, so just Australian Sydney time, 9:30 AM usually, or Friday or Thursdays depending on what's happening at the time, but usually Friday mornings. Just closing off my other things there. Now blue eyes, blue. I'm going to use, I think I want an intense kind of blue, so I'm going to go with some B28. Oh yeah, that's nice and bright. I've zoomed in still, but it's hard to, that's the best I can do, zooming. Tiny little lines in there and around the outside. And I just did up the top there as well. I'll zoom back out in a sec. I'm going to use B2. There's a big difference between those two colours, but I want it really showing up, so there you go. Just right a bright blue. I'm not going to use black because I've got my Prismacolor black. I'm just going to do the pupil. It's such a tiny area. I don't want the black to bleed out, so just got my black Prisma. I'm also going to use it, it needs to be sharpened though, so just give me a tick. I can't sharpen it, it's too little. Got my little froggy. Hi! Okay, I've got my black Prismacolor pencil. I'm just going around the iris. I didn't finish that. And just doing the eyelashes. As I said, I'd normally do this with markers, but it's a tiny picture and I don't want to smudge anything out there, so just redoing those little lashes there. Popping a couple more in. Just going to put a tiny little layer of it around the eye here, and I'm just going to blend that out with a little bit of white. Using Caran d'Ache white. Yeah, it's already Monday, we're living in the future. Just smudging that grey out, or making it grey I should say. Just giving it a little bit of shape. Alright, just zooming back out again now because you won't be able to see otherwise. Okay, done that. Now trolley. I haven't seen any today. It's been great. Hello. Thanks for coming in. Okay, so should we start on the... I think these are, what do they call them? Periwinkles? I don't know what these things up the top are, but... Just, gosh. Zooming out again. Alright, we'll do the sunflowers first. So the middle section of a sunflower is quite dark, but it does have little areas on it as well, so of yellow. So I'm going to use quite a bright yellow in there. I've got Y02, and I'm just going to go in and lay this down in that really light section there. I'm kind of being a bit rough too. Just like that, and I'm going to use some Y17 just on some of those parts in there, and around the outside. And I think it's going to need a bit of brown in there because it's really dark, those areas. Just being a bit rough. I think I'm the last one, guys, so I don't think I think this is the last of the 48 hours. I hope it's memorable. But yeah, it's already been going on for the last 48 hours, so for us here in Australia it actually started on Saturday and finishes today on Monday. But yeah, it's been great. We've had quite a few streamers up, for quite a few trolls, and things like that, but it's been kind of funny. I've been having a great time. I've loved it. Have not got any work done, so patrons, I'm so sorry. It's coming. I'm just sort of putting a couple of the dots in the brighter section that I just did. Just sort of blending it in a little bit there, trying to give it a little bit of shape. I'm going to use what am I going to use? E15 in the very middle. It's nice and dark in the very darkest sections, and then it lightens up in the middle there a bit. Should be able to see a little bit of dimension now. Just going to go a couple of dots of this around the outside too. How's that looking? Sorry. Nope, I've done nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just with calisthenics and streams, and yeah, it's been bad. Also, everyone's usually around on the weekends, so it's hard for me to do anything. Just popped a couple more dots around the outside. Trying to create a little bit of depth. Does that look 3D? I reckon that looks really 3D right now. Bye, Karen. Thanks so much for dropping in. I might just go back over again with the really bright yellow just to blend that in slightly. Make it to look blended. Oh, that's a better. I know, I don't get it. Like, you know, I posted a video up the other day. I can't remember which one it was. And within 5 minutes of posting it, I had a dislike. It's like, really? Like, there hasn't even been enough time to watch the whole video. How can you dislike it? Like, you know. I don't get it. I've never ever disliked a video like that. That's just weird. Too much time on their hands, that's for sure. Okay, so what did I do? What am I? Yellow. Y02. First. This will probably be the base colour for the actual flowers as well. Petals. So much trouble saying that word. Petals. Does look cool, doesn't it? So you could do that with pencils as well. You just got to make sure that you use the different colours to make it sort of give it layers to give it that look. What? Oh, I keep pulling off the wrong end. Y17. Just dotting it in around the outside. A bunch of what? Oh, heather. She's a true country girl. Okay. Just as some of those areas are darker, so I'm kind of following along what the artist has already drawn and just sort of filling it in with colour. That's what I like about grayscale. It's all done for you. You've just got to add the colour. So add darker colour where it's darker and lighter colour where it's lighter. It's awesome. I know, I was in there. It was cracking me up. You guys were so funny. Shalene did have a few tonight. It was a bit weird. I hadn't seen so many actually. Going back to the E15 again, just doing a couple of dots on the outside there. Putting a couple inside there as well, not too many. There is some darker areas on this one, so yeah, I didn't see them either. You guys were so quick. By the time I looked, it's gone. Whack a troll. So this book is Emmanuelle Colin. Coloriage Wild, this one's the first one. Alright, and in the middle. This E15's got a bit of a workout this week. It's one of my favourite brands because it's kind of red. It's good. I like it. I think we need a little bit more Y17 in there. Oh, thanks, Nancy. Just adding a little bit more of the darker yellow around the edges. I decided to do markers today because everyone else has done Prismacolors and other things, so I don't know, everyone seems to like markers, so why not? Some people curious because they want to try them and they're not sure. how they work. So, and I like markers. They're my favorite because they're easy to do, and I don't get sore hands. I'm going back in with Y02 now to brighten up that really bright yellow section. Oh, they look so pretty. Now, so this colouring book is called Coloriage Wild. If you scroll up the comments a little bit, there was a link to the one that I got on Etsy, but you might be able to find it somewhere else. Thanks, Randy. Linda was saying it's on UK Amazon as well, so yay for you guys. In Australia, we're a little bit hard done by. I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna have a drink of my drink first. Okay. No, I don't have the full set. I actually counted them up in Kayla's live stream. I have 258. No, I don't know. 200. I'm about 100 short. I think that's right. 200 and something. I don't know. Something like that. 250 something. 60. I don't remember. I'm going to use that Y02. I probably won't get much more. The only other colours that I really wanted to get were the fluoros. And there's a couple of colours that might make some blends a little bit easier, but that's about it. I'm quite happy with what I've got at the moment. I've been frantically trying to collect all of the refills for the ones I've got. I do not have as many refills as I do markers, that's for sure. So I actually won my very first set of markers, and they were Sketch, a 36 pack of Sketch markers. I'm definitely glad I won them. I'm running out of Y02. You can hear it actually, the marker gets a bit drier and it starts to make noise. Yeah, Linda, I've tried to get them, once I collected all of the Chow ones first, so that's these skinnier ones. I'm just refilling it. And then I went back in with the Sketch and started to just sort of try and make blends with them. But there's only really a couple that I want that I could probably fit into a blend, which I'm quite happy with. I don't think I'll go many more. Oh, that's why I didn't want to do it over my picture. It just dripped everywhere. Just have to watch what I'm doing now. There you go, Lindsay, thank you. It was something like that. And some of them are very, very similar. So when looking at getting them, just my suggestion would be to go and check out Google Hex Chart, and go check out Sandy Elnock. She's on YouTube as well. Sandy Elnock does what you call a hex chart. They're really cool. I'll just show you a small version of it. This is a small version of Sandy's. So the great thing about the hex chart is that, like, now I've got mine up on my wall, which you can't see, but you can actually see, if you've got YG06, you can see what colors are next to it. So when I went and filled out my chart, there was only a few that I had that were sort of sitting out here, and I probably could do with a color in between those two to blend them together well. But this, for beginners, is well worth doing. I think it's like $6 US to order that. She actually has hex charts now for polys and prismas, so I'm going to check those out at some stage and do a bit of a review. There is a review video of it if you want to check out the full details on my channel somewhere. So that was Sandy Elnock. So now I've filled it, it's actually quite bright yellow. I'm just starting with my base layer just first, and then I'll just build up with those dark colours after. Sometimes I do it the other way around. I'll start with my lighter colours and work my way up to, or down to the darker colours. Some of the colours are exactly the same. I think they're like not even a shade difference between them. I'm just trying to find one on my list which is almost exactly the same. Actually, Y02 and Y04 are very similar colours. Yeah, I love Sandy too. Well, you're full of surprises, Miss Lowe. Try not to go out the lines a bit. It's alright, I've got my colourless blender. I can push it back in. So I was watching Sammy's stream where she got the pan pastels and talking to Linda, and I decided I had to get some, and I think I'm going to be addicted to them too. Why? Yeah, the hex chart was brilliant. I loved it. It really was really good. Okay, dokie. You warned me. You did warn me. I saw Lisa from Lecrae Arts doing a forest thing with an owl, and I was like, nah, gotta have it. Gotta have a try at that. I'm actually painting a watercolor sunflower at the moment, but it's been like 2 months in the making. Just have not had a chance to get back to it. These are so pretty. My dad used to have sunflowers. Love them. Temperamental. Bye, Joan. I only have 6, Grace. Six of these little pan pastels, and they're all pastel coloured ones. Because I thought I'll get those because they'll be great for backgrounds to start with and to have a play with. But I haven't bothered with distress inks. I'm not too much going on. I've got the mat and the little tool that you can use, and I've done a couple of cards using the distress inks, but yeah, I'm not crafty stuff takes me too long. Oh, bye Loretta. You can always watch back later. I don't know how much I'm going to get done in 2 hours. I know you do, Randy. I'd need to get a lot though, I think. I want to do a whole picture with them. They're awesome. Truly good. I just feel like I don't know, I just I have so many other things. I just sort of think just something else. Bye, Grace. Oh, you're not going. Okay, what disturbed you? Is it bad? Come on, tell us. We want to know. You can't talk about them. What? Come on. I heard someone saying about rumors and stuff. I'm like, I'm so out of the loop. I don't hear anything. Unless it happens to me. I'm running out again. I obviously didn't put enough in before. I wasn't concentrating. You think you know? What? Well, you have to tell me. Oh my gosh, really? Well, that's kind of scary. But everyone has their past. I was never an angel. You do know. Okay, cool. Oh, still using that. I just filled it up again. Because I was running out again. That's only because I didn't fill it properly the first time. The Copic towel are a little bit smaller than the sketch, so they don't hold as much ink, and I find that I do run out a lot quicker with these ones. But that's okay, we just refill it a little bit more often. I think it's about half the size. I usually put about, I don't know, 15 drops in the smaller ones and about 20 in the bigger ones. When they're pretty much empty and I'm scratching at the bottom of the barrel. I did see a girl once who actually weighs them, which is kind of strange, to see if they need ink or not. I just wait for them to run out. Good question. I didn't want to do it on camera because of my picture, but I just take the lid off. You can see my hands are really bad. I just pull it out. I don't use the chisel tip, so you can buy little tweezers to pull it out with, and you just drip it into there. There are little like tools you can get, little needle tools and things you can get to refill it as well, but I just drip it in. It's called the drip method. No, I don't weigh them. I know I've overfilled them because they drip out the bottom. Okay, I'm going to go in with some Y17. Actually, no, I'm actually going to go darker than that. I'm going to use some E15. I'm just going to go into the really dark areas and lay some of this down, but only a tiny bit. So there's some of those lines are really dark, so I'm just going over the ones that are really, really dark. Just like that. I'm just getting messages here, so a bit distracted. Alright. Well, that one down there is really dark. Just putting the shadows in. Now this will lighten up a lot once I go over it with the yellow, but it just helps to deepen up that yellow. Lo, go turn it off. Is it lunch or is it for dinner that you're making it? I can hear Shadow snoring. It's not quite loud enough to pick up on the thing, but she's over there having a snore. Alright, how's that? Done that one, I'm going to go over to this one. Okay. Nearly went out. I don't know if you can see that. It's hard to see. There's like a tiny little burr on the end of the marker, and it's putting ink down where I don't want it. Most of the nibs, I've only replaced probably the skin colours I replaced the most in the 3 years that I've had them. Bye Candace, thanks so much for helping out. Bye guy, bye, bye bye. Alright. Missed a couple of bits on that side, so just filling them in again. Everyone's gone quiet. We've got less now. I was watching Sammy's stream just before, and I was just watching all these people come in. I'm like, oh wow. Where are you all? Where are you all? Oh, there we go. Just love these flowers. Just making it a little bit darker down the bottom here because there's more shadow over those. Alright, I've got Y as 17, and I'm just going to go over the top of those, and I'm going to go over all of those dark shadow areas with it as well. There's a few at the top of the leaves, petals I should say. Did you tell her to go away, that you're really busy, you know, watching art? I have to do one of my own pictures on live. That'd be cool. I haven't actually seen any Peta stuff, but I have seen or heard of her as well. Going over, so where the areas that I actually put that brown on, it's just sort of blending out now. It's just a little bit darker than the rest of the colour. Just using the shadows and stuff as a guide. I might just bring that closer in now. I think I did move a little bit further away. We used to get them all the time too, Linda. We actually got rid of our Telstra phone number and went with another provider and got another number, and we never ever receive calls anymore. It's just random. I even put my number on the do not call list, and I still just get people ringing all the time. But now my phone never rings. I don't even know I've got it. Oh, okay, Connie. I am the first person or the first color, I'm going to say artist because she's not really a colorist, that I ever watched was Kirsty Partridge. I love her channel. I'm actually one of her patrons as well. She does all of her own art stuff, of course, so it's not coloring book things, but she's just brilliant, so yeah, she's my first. I haven't actually watched a lot of color tubers. I haven't got time. I made time this weekend for the ColorAthon, but yeah, I just don't get time. I want to do Sammy's ice cream. Yeah, I'm on the do not call list. Do you know what? It's only someone actually called and my husband went off his head at them and stopped calling. I'm on the do not call list. It apparently doesn't apply to some. So I need to sort of look into that a bit more, but there you go. But yeah, we were getting them every single day. Frustrating. I think everyone's tired. It's been a big weekend. Oh, that's nice, Connie. It's really nice to be able to do that. I mean, I'm not working any longer. YouTube's my YouTube and Patreon now are my full-time job. Bung back, so can't do much. Actually starting to get sore now. It's probably, yeah, just been sitting for about an hour, starting to get sore. Calisthenics comp was almost impossible yesterday, trying to sit in stupid theatre seats and 6 hours. Who are we talking about now? I'm just so lost. Oh, from PETA. Oh, okay, so Aussie too. Maybe I have watched, I might have to have a look. There's another Aussie that I've been watching. She's a colorist or artist that I've watched. Yeah, so I'm not far. We actually, there's a calisthenics comp in Ballarat coming up, but I don't think I can handle sitting in seats for that long. Maybe I should just pop over to see you, Linda, instead. Drop her off and run. Such a small world, really. I mean, who would have thought? Alright, moving on to the other flower. Starting to build this colour up. It's starting to look really good. I like to make them look like they're real. And usually it's a lot quicker for me, but talking and watching things going on and doing this at the same time, I'm not very quick. We get calls from robots, like ringing. I was actually in, before I stopped working, I actually worked in insurance for a big insurance company here in Australia. So, you know what? Who knows? Maybe I've spoken to some of you. But yeah, it was a very stressful job, and I actually started colouring because of that job. I used to get extremely stressed out. Some extremely rude people ring and swear at you, and it's not nice. So yeah, I started colouring as a way to sort of de-stress, and when people are going on about their life, I could colour. I was in sales and service, but mainly service, so I didn't get a lot of specific sales calls as such. I mainly got people ringing to do stuff on their policy, so so yeah, so it wasn't too bad, but we did get told we had to sell a certain amount, so we did have sales targets, even though we didn't receive sales specific calls. So you never know, I might have. I would not remember any of my customers now, just so many every day. Aren't they looking cool now? They're starting to look a little bit more textured, and they look like they got divots and bends and folds, and yeah, I like it. But I love sunflowers, so I'm starting to run out of Y17. And that would be because I haven't used it very often, and I didn't know I was going to be doing this before I started, so I probably could have refilled them all before I started. You would not believe the crazies that I used to get on the phone. Well, that's the idea. Who was asking me how to refill them before? Did I do one? I'm just going to drip 10 or so drops in here. And then pop the little nib back in. And be careful not to spill anything. And look at my hands now. They're all covered in ink. It means I've been working when you see my inked up fingers. Oh, Pam, it's okay. You've still got an hour. I'm here for another hour. And welcome. Yeah, this is the last one, so it's all over from here. Okay, filled up again and going back in. No, put a timer on. I know that some other artists that have beautiful flowers, obviously Maria Trolley, how do you say it? Is it Trolley? Trolley? She's got some beautiful flowers. Robert. I can't remember his last name. Of course I can't. I've done actually one of his images, Robert, I don't know, he had some beautiful flowers. Geez, I'm hopeless today. Gone, just left my brain. I think I left it in bed. There we go. Just had to deepen up some of those. I think I'm done with that colour. Oh, hang on. Nope, there's a little bit left on the top here. Yeah, Rockham, I think it is. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Grace, I've tried to catch as many as I could as well. It's been hard because, like, being here in Australia, obviously most of them have been streaming over the evenings. So yeah, I got to catch a tiny little bit, about an hour of Sammy's, and I've tried to get to everyone else's. I hope I got to everyone's. There was only a couple I think I missed. Okay, I need to go in with another lighter colour, but I'm not going to go quite to, thinking maybe this one. I think it's a great idea. We should have an actual catch-up colour. Anyway, Y15, whoever asked what time is it for you here? Oh, for me, Penny, it's 2:12 p.m, so early afternoon. Okay, I'm just going to come over the Y17 now, and I'm just going to extend this out, but I'm not going to cover up the whole flower, so we're going to sort of have a little bit of a patch in the middle, which will make it look a little bit sort of shinier and more curved. But just blending that colour out. Trying to keep the curve of the flower as well. Yeah, I think that colour's good. Works well. No plan here, guys. No plan. We just go. Oh, also it's Monday here. So we're in the future. And I wish I could give you lotto numbers, but if I could do that, I wouldn't be here. Actually, I might still be here. Got to do something. Even if I was a millionaire, I think I'd still colour. Gorgeous. Thanks, Di. Oh wow, it is early. Yeah, I was saying that a little bit earlier, that we probably won't have a lot from the UK come in because it's like so early in the morning. So guys, those that are here, I do have Patreon. On my Patreon page, I do full tutorials. So if you have a look at my channel, most of those videos that are speed colorings are available on Patreon as well. So if you want to check that out, great. Don't forget to like too. I'm sure I'll get some dislikes. I can't see any dislikes today. I'm bound to get one or two. I just like to know what I've done. Alright. So you can see where I haven't done yet, it's just the base layer. So it kind of looks like the flower's sort of curved in those sections. I'm going to go back over it with that Y02 and just soften off those edges. These colors are so similar, it's really hard to get a nice sort of, I guess, a nice light to dark sort of look so you can see shadow and highlight, because they're all so similar, they blend in so well together. So that's why we added the brown in there, those deeper sections, just to make it that little bit darker. Okay, I think I'm happy with that one. Lindsay, that's awesome. That's a great idea. Alright, coming back to Y15 and this one. Alright. You're my PR team. Okay, guys. I can hear something going on down there. Can hear a little tinkle of a bell every now and then. My front door alarm just went off. I think hubby's trying to leave the house. Okay, I think it's nearly time to move on. I'll just go back over that with the Y02 again. Sharon, my sister used to live in Tassie. She was there for about a year. She's a lucky one. She's got to live in Tassie and WA, and yeah, I think the furthest I've been is Queensland. Bit of a holiday, but I've always been in Victoria. Always been near a beach. Just blending over that just to soften off the edges of that dark colour. I'm being quite rough. Never neat. But my colouring supplies have to be neat. I could be able to find stuff. I think that's a good thing about art. Oh, I'm so happy with those. Okay, Helen, thanks so much for coming along and hanging out. Who lives in a prison? I'm lost. Bye, Helen. Randy, thank you so much. Thanks for dropping in. Me? Oh yeah, I live in a prison. I'm a hermit. Patreon is a it's US run, and it's a page or a place where creators can go and sell their content, and usually patrons get like extra stuff than what other people get. So say for example, I'm a colorist and I do like full tutorials on there, and I offer patrons more than what I offer on YouTube. So on YouTube I do my color alongs weekly, which is for everyone, and you know, we all do full videos and things like that. But on Patreon, when I do like a speed coloring or something like that, then they actually get the full video, usually with commentary. Sometimes I don't have a commentary on them because I don't get time, but most of them do. Color lists, conversion charts. If I'm using markers, I'll convert it to pencil for people too, so that you guys can follow along and have a go as well. So yeah, that's what it is. And heaps of people have accounts. So for example, I'm a patron of Jasmine Beckett, so we actually get extra pages each month. She gives out a coloring page for free, so that's part of her patron, like I guess you call it a benefit. Also Molly Harrison has it, so she does free coloring pages for patrons. So it's just a way to support people who you really like, and also to get extra content from them as well. Sorry, Lo. Yeah, my front door's alarmed. We had a bit of an incident here probably about a year ago now. We had a Sudanese family had a party, and their children got into a fight, and there was huge amounts of young Sudanese kids in a group. They just kept coming and piling out of cars in our street. It was pretty scary stuff. So yeah, we decided to get some door alarms and things. We had a lot of break-ins here in Melbourne too. About 6 months ago there was a pretty huge thing where they're breaking in and stealing people's keys and taking their cars and things. So we thought it was time, especially at night time, if something happens, which this particular incident did. And you know, if you're unaware of what's going on, at least it helps to warn us if anyone's tried to get in or whatever. I mean, it's a deterrent, I guess. It was pretty scary. There was about 200 of them. We have pretty good neighbours, so everybody was out in the street telling people to go away, and yeah, it was they had their dogs out. But yeah, scary. But yeah, it's been quiet since then. We haven't had anything really happen around here, so we're in a pretty quiet street. It just happened, just one of those things. I think it just got out of hand really quickly, and I think it can happen anywhere. So we need to move on. I need to do more. I want to make these flowers here purple. Now with Copics there's two different types of purple. So we've got like the violets, which are really bright purples, and we've also got the blue violets, which are more blue in colour, or more lavendery, I guess. Lavendery, is that a word? So yeah, so there's different types, but I think I might go with purple. I haven't used purples in a while. Violets. I really love this violet. Do you want to see it before I put it on? This is V04, and I kind of think it's a little bit, it's bright. I like it. It's almost, I don't know what I'm saying. It's almost a highlight colour. You know what? My cousin lives in Warragul, opposite countryside to you guys, but in the country, and she actually had her car set on fire at the front of her house, which was a bit of a shock for everyone. I'm just going to go over the top of the darker area with this one, just like that. And I heard that Pam had her car stolen too. Is Pam still around? Yeah, it's just the way the world is. Actually, all that happened around the same time that guy went around Melbourne and kept hitting people, and scary times. You've got to come again too. Oh dear. No, Tasmania is a really quiet, lovely little place. Well, Linda, that's not the norm, so there you go. Pam, where are you again? Cameron's just come in. He's just been fixing my pencil extender. I brought some pencil extenders off eBay, and they look like the one that, I don't know if you guys have seen the one that I've got from, where is it? Hang on, let me find the other one. Oh, here it is. So this is one that I had, which is a Derwent one, and it's got quite a large area, and it actually fits. This one doesn't fit. This, look, doesn't fit. So I brought these off eBay thinking that they would fit, and they didn't. So he's just fixed it so it would. Did you have to take that off first? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Obviously it's going to have to be a little pencil because it won't push in, but look, it works. Yeah, the other ones I couldn't fit anything into. Yeah, so it's a little bit rounder. Thank you. He's just dropped and run. He's a bit smart. So I got these off eBay. It took ages for them to come. But yeah, no, cool. They fit the, because he made me this to fit that. This is a Caran d'Ache. Believe it or not, this is a Caran d'Ache pencil. Look at that. That's the end of the pencil there. Yeah, I like the Derwent ones. They broke though. I had another one that was smaller, and it wasn't mine, it was Cam's, but I broke it. So this is one of the ones I just brought. It's got it fits in there fine. But yeah, I just couldn't fit the Polychromos or the Caran d'Ache pencil in there, so the Luminance, sorry. So yeah, he's just fixed that for me so I can fit them in as well. Yay! Let's go back to where I was. VO4. Yeah, well, they were only $2 a pack, so it was 3 for $2 or something like that. So alright, now what did I miss? Pam, where were you? I was trying to find you. Stolen. I moved. Oh no. So you're in Sydney. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, Linda, I got a whole, actually I'll show you, give me a sec. I'm going to put my lid on because I'm drying my marker out here. I got a mess going on. I got this little box here. This little box. These little kitties came in them. My very bestest friend Jackie gave me those. But you kept the little box because I could put all my little pencils in there. Look at that. These are all my broken full blenders and my, look at all those white pencils. And this one I've stuck in there because it's too small for me to hold, and I will put an extender on it actually. But yeah, that's my little, my husband, we call him Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget. He's always fixing stuff and I love it. Oh look, Polychromos fit in there now too. Yay! Look at that. And I brought a few because then I can actually put them on the pencils and leave them in the case, so I don't have to have them separate, which is good. Yeah, I know they have heaps left. I just can't hold them, Linda. They hurt my hands too much. It's really awkward. I just can't hold them like that. It just kills me. I'm still using the VO4. And I've kept them because I know there's still too much left on them. But I haven't had enough extenders and things, so I've been buying them recently to try and use some more up. Also too, I have this electric sharpener. I got it from Smeagol. Hi! Sky, thanks for coming back. I got a Smeagol electric pencil sharpener, and it's got a large side, and I couldn't figure out how it worked. I was trying to put pencils in there and I couldn't get it to work. And I've had it for nearly a year, and I figured out how to use it this week. Because I'm silly. So, yeah. Move down, hang on. There, the camera's up a bit high. I'm going to leave that little section in the middle. I'm going to do that bright yellow. Yellow and purple look good together. I don't know what they are, so I'm not going to colour them yet. Back down here. I think they're the same, so I'll do them different. The extenders I was playing with are no-name brand ones. I've got a Derwent one, but they were so expensive I didn't want to get another one, so I tried to get a Chinese brand. And they're actually okay, and my husband just fixed it so it would fit my pencils. But I'm using Copic markers at the moment if you've just come in. And I've already done the sunflowers, so you can see them there. And I'm just doing these little, I think they're called periwinkle. I don't know, but they're pretty. I'm thinking, I'm thinking really pale purple for the rest of them. Let's try VO1 and see how that looks. Oh. Wrong lid, hang on, swap it around, there you go. Oh, you can't even see it anyway. I need to zoom back out again, I think. There you go. Oh yeah, that's a good colour. I like that one. That's going to be pretty. It's kind of a dusky pink, this one. Bye, Grace. Tamara, you're back. You were here a minute ago and I lost you there for a bit. I've just dropped my phone on the floor. I'm just worried I'll roll over it if I roll back. I'm still colouring, but I'm just going to stand up for a minute. My back is killing me. How are we going? We've still got half an hour. I might get some finished. As I said, I'm just standing up for a sec, so I might have to go back in, I think, with that darker colour. I think it's fading off too much. We started off with a few, and we've got a few heading off to bed now. I don't sit for hours. So no, the secret is that when I do YouTube tutorials and Patreon ones, I actually do them in bits, so I don't have to sit all at one time. But when I'm colouring with pencils, and sometimes the image could take up to 6 hours, that's probably when I have the most trouble. But yeah. Yeah, I've got a bulging disc camera in my lower back, and also my tailbone. There's something wrong with that too. So it's kind of awkward. I find that laying down's the best, which I can't do when I'm colouring. So yeah, with live streams, I usually try to make them only about an hour because it does just get so much for me. But yeah, I've got degenerative arthritis in my spine. So yeah. It's just one of those things. I think colouring's really helped with the depression side of it, because you do get quite, it's really hard when you can't do anything. Oh, Sharon, I don't even think I cope in a wheelchair. I have that much issues, but that's no good. I think we just, when we have stuff like this, we just make do with what we can. Life's just too short to worry too much about things like that. I try to do my best to not think about it too much. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and it's hard, but oh, okay, yep. Yeah, Pam, it is hard, isn't it? Yeah, I think the main problem started when I started working for the insurance company. I worked there for 3 years, and I worked 5 hours a day, which isn't a lot, but I was sitting for that 5 hours, and it really did play havoc with my back, and I think that's when it started to get a lot worse. After I finished there, I started doing a bit of physical work, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't even sit in the car for 5 minutes. So yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, I just make do. I make do. Now, what colour should I do these? Do you think I should... I need to go in a little bit darker with those bits first. I think when you tell people you have a sore back, people who don't go through it have no idea what it's like. It's really frustrating. I mean, not being able to sit or stand or lay, you know. There was a time when I couldn't even sleep at night. I just tried to move, and it was like, oh, just agony. It's just like this dull thud in your back, and then all of a sudden you move and it's like stabbing. But yeah, it's so uncomfortable. I just need to try and look after it. Not that I am doing a very good job. That's a bit better. I just made those a little bit deeper in the middle there. I'm going to put some yellow. I'm going to do bright yellow in the middle, just a dot. And I've just spread that dot out a little bit, so you can see it coming out through the purple. There you go. Looks good. I can zoom in a little bit to show you that. Cute. Alright, what do you think? Let's do these ones here. I love my YGs, the greens. And I'm going to use some YG06. Oh, can you see that? I moved away again, but... I'm just going to follow the line that the artist done. I'm going to do a lighter colour in the middle of those. Oh, Elisa, that's terrible. I have a friend who's had back issues a lot of their life and they've got steel rods and things through them. It's really not nice. Okay, down the bottom there's another one. I haven't seen Kayla tonight. She was going to drop in. Okay, I'm going to use a chartreuse colour. Let me find one. Where? Oh, it is called chartreuse. There you go. YG13. Bye, Sharon. Thanks so much for joining. I'd love to see you again. Nope, that's not light enough. We need a lighter colour. Oh, let's try this one. Anise. Anise? Anise? Oh, I hope she is too. Poor baby. Okay. Oh, that's better. I like that much better. That's more yellow. You making a coffee in there. I can hear spoons clinking. I wonder if I'll get a cup of tea. Doing some drawing for me today? Alright, I'm going to use a really deep green for these little tiny leaves here. Yep, we've got a few orders over here too, honey, if you want to do that too. I've got G29. I'm going to have to be really, really careful. I'm going to not do them with marker. They are so tiny. What was the first folder I opened is Prismacolors. Okay, Polychromos, sorry. I'm going to use a Polychromos pencil for those because they're too little. You'll be up until September. Well, alright, sorry, going back, I'm going to use some Polychromos pencil for these because they're just too tiny. I'm just worried I'll just make a great big blob of a mess. But they're like tiny, tiny little spots almost. And even my Polychromos pencil's a little bit too big. Yeah. Actually, a biscuit would be good. They're all putting their orders in over here. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ah! Did you make bets low because I just broke the tip off? Well, Linda, I have to confess, it's Betty Crocker that makes the best muffins. I just tip them out of the box. I mean, obviously I still have to make them, but they do come out of a box. I actually do really like to bake, but yeah, that hurts too. Just adding a little bit of that green into this one here. Bit of texture in there. Back down the bottom here. I haven't actually tried the is it Venetian? Is that how you say it? Yeah. Here you go, Linda. There you go, Betty Crocker. They're really good. Hi, Felice. Is that short for Felicity? Muffins. They're really good, Tamara. I actually, there's like this cinnamon sugar in the pack. You're supposed to put it on top of the muffins, but I put half of it in the mixture as well. Just makes them that little bit more soft and sweet. And then the sugar doesn't go all over my oven either. But I like cinnamon. It's cute. You get it in Woolies. Trying to find room. Thank you. Look what I got. Look what I got. Look what I got. Oh, very lucky. Thank you. No, he looks after me well. Hey? He's already worked today, that's why. Alright, moving down to these ones down the bottom here. What do you think these are? These little flowers in here. I'm not sure what they are. That would be time to pick up one of my children. Linda says you have to fix her pencil extenders. Linda says you have to fix her pencil extenders. He said if you bring it down next time. You reckon we should bake at the next ColorAthon? Yeah. It's a shame that we can't all do a ColorAthon actually physically together. That would be awesome, a whole weekend of colouring. I don't think I could drag all my stuff everywhere. I'd need like a truck. Hey Joyce. I actually burnt the muffins that Linda's talking about, so I know where you're coming from. Well, at least it'd be warm there, especially for us here. It's still quite cold over here, so it'd be warm doing it in front of the oven, Tamara. How's she looking? Pretty good, hey? I think we might do these as like, I think they need to be yellow, but really pale yellow. Let's try Y13. Just for the shadows. Yeah, I think I like that. I don't know if it's going to be dark enough in the middle though. I might have to deepen that up. I'll just check. I'll put the lighter yellow over the top and I'll see. I might need to darken that, or maybe put a tiny bit of green or something through there. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. We've got Y. Try Y00. I got a feeling it's just going to blend. I might need to go deeper or darker with that darker color. It's not going to look quite right. Alright, let's try. I think. Oh, it's a big choice. Let's. Y13 was too light. Where's my. They're all over the place and I can't handle it. I've got. Here it is. Got it. Y15. Let's try that. Might be a little bit darker. That's a bit better. Yeah, I like that better. Gosh, time flies. I can't believe it's almost time to go. Just a tiny little bit on the edges of them there. Laurie, yep, that'd be funny. Alright, going back down to this one down the bottom. So I'm using Y15. I think it's a little bit better. Especially in that really dark one down the bottom there. I couldn't have done a light yellow in there, it would have looked strange. Just following those vertical lines. If you haven't tried markers and you are prone to getting arthritis, sore hands, things like that, I would definitely suggest giving them a go. I like to try and get all the details. I think it just helps make the picture. Ta-da! Now Y00. You can tell I have lots of alarms because I get so sidetracked and lost. I'm doing, but Cameron's picking my son up from school, so I'm okay for a little bit over time, which is good. Got one at Deb practice and one didn't go to uni today because she's too tired after calisthenics. I guess I probably should make sure you've got no questions or anything before I finish up. I can hang for a little bit longer since there's nobody after me now. I hope you've all had a great time. This colour along's been awesome, or ColorAthon I should say. Loads of fun. I've met heaps of new people. Oh, they look so pretty. I absolutely love it when they come out so nice. Such a flower girl. What's he doing, Linda? How old's your oldest? I've got some skin colour over my flower there. I'm running out of this colour too. I don't use the lighter colours as much, so this one you can see has been well used. Look at that nib. Yeah, Tamara, sure, I'll have a look at it when I get it. I'm looking forward to getting it, actually. It'll be nice. I had a sort of a look at some of the images and they looked really cool. Linda. Alright, now we need more green. This is looking really, really yellow. What I might do is, though, these little bits here, they're tiny. Let's have a look. What other pencils have I got here? I think I need a green. Cadmium yellow lemon. Is that Polychromos version of chartreuse? I'm just going to go into those little tiny... I don't know, if this might not be the right colour. I might need to go orange. No, I think I'm going to need to go orange. I got these little things in here. Let's see if we can find an orange one. What are these? Stedler Triplus Fine Liners. This is the orange one. And just gonna go in. That's better. Yeah. And do those tiny little dots. You know what? I might just put a tiny bit of white gel pen over those maybe too. I love using these for when I use watercolor or the Inktense, just to like go over lines and things like that. And down here. Okay. Let's do some green. I've got some G17 and the sun's starting to come through my window, so it's going to start coming over my work. I'm doing little streaks. I'm trying to be really careful because it does bleed slightly on this paper. I don't want it to bleed over my purple flowers. The purple's already bled out into this bit, but that doesn't matter because we're covering it over anyway. Bye Charlotte, thanks for dropping in. Yeah, it's not legal here in Australia yet. Now that, I think, is her hair. No, that is not her hair. I think that's leaf as well. We'll go over that with a lighter green. Yeah, I feel for all those parents out there that could be using cannabis oil for kids with epilepsy. It's supposed to be absolutely brilliant, but yeah. Yeah, yep. I'm just going to put that green behind there as well. Just hiding. It's so pretty. Just so tiny little delicate, these things. I thought I was going to be able to finish it in 2 hours, but because those little fine details take such a long time. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I want to thank Sammy for organizing it, and she's a great girl. Just such a big heart. I love it. And it's great that she was able to do it. It was great that I actually saw it to be able to join. Loads of fun. I'm turning it because I want to do my flicks in the right direction. Some people find it easy to flick away. I find it easy to flick towards, so I don't have horror pics. Yeah, doctors are hard. You got to find a good one, hey. Alright, so G14 is next, and you know what? I'm just going to have some more cuppa because it's sitting here and going cold. 6 a.m. Hey, it's 3:05 p.m. in the afternoon on the 27th. So you're not far behind now. I'm using G14 and I'm just going over the top of that G17, and I'm going to do that that really nice chartreuse color. No, I'm not. I'm going to do the other color. YG21 over the rest of it. Just going to leave the very edges. and do them really light. I think I might do this colour over the other leaves as well. I love those sunflowers, they just came up adorable. I love it when a picture starts to come together, and I hate it when I haven't recorded it for you patrons. I've got, where did you go? YG21, and I'm just going to do around those leaves and the very edges because they're kind of white. I didn't fill that one in very well. Alright. Isn't she pretty so far? I don't know. Should I hang around or should I hang up? You guys tell me what to do. I'm going to use one of those fine liners. I've got a black one here, and I'm just going to go in and do this little bug. I think it's going to be too hard for me to get in there with a marker, and I don't want to smudge it. So do that, and then I'm going to grab my white pencil and go down the middle of those. It's so hard, they're so unbelievably tiny. Hang up. Happy to stay? Okay. Yeah, I'll hang for a bit. I still want to get a fair bit done, so I'll hang for a bit, and you know, if you get sick of me, just leave. And yeah, I said hang up, I think because I remember dial-up, and you know, when you're on the internet you had to hang up, dial up to get offline. I think that's why I said hang up. He's so tiny. I'm going to make him black and shiny. His little legs there. How's that? He's cute. I'm going to put in some grey. Again, my polys are out, so I'm using polys. Oh, what's out? Cold grey too. I'm just going to fill the rest of that in there. I don't want to leave any of the page showing. I think it can look a little bit weird. So I'll just go over that, and I might just add a little bit of white gel pen in to make it look a little bit like it's shiny. White gel pen, where are you? Who's gonna drop off last? I probably think it might be me, maybe. I'm just using white gel pen, and I'm just gonna go in and just put some little highlight areas on him. And while I'm at it, I'm going to put a highlight area on her eye there, and just in the center. I think that looks good. A little bit on her lip, just like that. And I wanted to put some little dots in here again, just a couple, and those little white flowers. Bit of texture, something interesting. Okay, you'll be able to see it more close up once I post it up. Let's do a tiny little bit of brown here. I'm going to use E77 just underneath here. I like this brown, it's one of my favorites. The E70s are kind of like pink greys. Pink grey, pink browns. Just going down, lining those out. Being such a tiny picture, these little details are a little bit more difficult. And I'm going to use some E74 to fill in the rest of that. You know what, I probably could have gone lighter again. Doesn't matter. It will do. And a tiny bit of hair back here. And I'm pretty sure that's a leaf in the back. Oh, let's make it hair anyway. Okay, now the last thing I've got to do is the leaves, and then we're done. I'm going to use some G29. I have to be careful with this one. For some reason, it gets really sticky. I don't know. I've tried cleaning it out. It's just a little bit. There's a black that does that as well. I don't know. I don't know. The ink just doesn't like me. I'm just going to fill in all the gaps underneath the flowers that are nice and dark with this colour as well. Now that actually might be hair. I'm thinking that it might actually be hair. Okay, might do that first because I don't want to miss that. Where is it? I was actually going to post the link up for that haul if anyone wanted to see it. I just did it unlisted because, you know, not everyone wants to see everything that people get, so. In the back there. Are we still on camera? I don't know, sometimes. It's a bit dark. I think it's darker now because the sun's shining in my other window. Perfecto. That up there is leaf. Sure. I'll post it up. Let me grab it. Oh. Now I'm getting tired. I actually did get a fair bit of sleep last night, but my back was really sore, so I think restless sleep is actually harder. But yeah, I did an art shop haul, and I got a Happy Mail haul here, so I can post them both up if you're interested in having a look at it. I will post them. Where are you all? There you are. That one is, I don't know what that one was. That was the art shop haul. So the art shop, if you're not from Australia, is an Australian art shop, and I go there a lot. I go there less often than I would like though. And this one was my Happy Mail haul. So you're welcome to check those out too. Bit of fun. And I'll do an Amazon US haul when it gets here too. From my lovely friend Shalene. who is sending it over for me. Should be here actually pretty soon, so I'm using the G29 now to fill out these other flowers. And then I'm finished. Well, the background. I didn't get to do any pan pastels. Sorry, Linda. I'm sure you already know more than I do, so. Just following the lines of the flower or the leaves. You should have heard me yesterday trying to record the Patreon video for the first page that I did in here. Trying to say petal. I don't know how many times I tried to redo it. Petal. It's not pedal, it's petal. 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 I hate steroids. Was I gone? Bye, Alicia. Thanks for dropping in. Almost finished. Yay. There'll be kids hanging around soon, so I probably should finish up quickly. And G17. No, can't find it. There it is. I didn't know I was gone. I thought I was still here. Did my camera go? Yeah, definitely the art shop first. That's probably where I'll be. Because, you know, I am in jail and don't go out much. Actually, I think I go to my hairdressers more than I go to anyone else. Cover up those greys. Hey, May! You made it. Well, I did stay a little bit later than I was supposed to because I haven't finished. I'm trying. We're almost done. And she's looking adorable. Look at her. She's looking so cute. Alright, I'm going to use that chartreuse one that I didn't end up using earlier. YG13. Put a little bit of olive in there. Perfecto. I'm just going over the darker colours to make sure it blends in nicely. Yes, happy Monday for you. Early birds over there, hey? It's 3:20 in the afternoon here in Australia. The sun is actually out for a change, which is awesome, because that doesn't happen very often. It's been pretty crappy. Actually, the last few days we've had a couple of nice days. Yesterday wasn't very good, but the day before was really nice. I think we're going to start to get our, is it spring after winter? Yeah. Weather. So, that's good. Alright. Have I done? Have I missed any? Can you tell me? Have I missed any? I think I'm done. I want to just use that white gel pen and just put a couple of... Oops, nearly lost my cuppa. Ah! Okay. You should see the side of my desk here, guys. Okay, I've misplaced my white gel pen. I'm sure it's hiding under this huge mess of markers that I've just got building up here. Okay. Get rid of the liners. Gosh, it must have fallen on the floor. Don't you hate that? I'll just grab my other one. Lucky I've got spares, hey? I just want to put a couple of spots. New one, didn't work. Just in there. I'll just zoom out now a bit too. I've lost my mouse, hang on. How are we going? Any questions? And I'm just going to do a pan pastel background. I think it looks good. And I'm going to do purple pan pastel to go with, so bring the purple out. So I've got violet tint. And I've got Linda, this is the thing, I haven't even washed it actually, it should be alright. It was only blue. Blue, anyway. Let's just put some purple down. Yeah, purple's good. No, I used it. I used it. Actually, now I'm not working with markers, I can turn the book over. That might be a bit easier. Still breaking off though, it must be just getting old. Maybe I'm pushing too hard. I don't know. I'm just going to go over those areas that I go over with a kneadable eraser and just get rid of that. Yeah, I haven't wiped it off. I've just left it on there. I've only used purple and yellow and a little bit of blue, so I'm not stressed. It'll just make it more interesting. You know what? I missed a little bit of the plant up there. I'm so glad you all got to watch the end of it. We use a little bit of a mixed media, mainly markers, but a little bit of pencil, pan pastels. That was good fun. Good old chat. So if you didn't catch any of the others and you've just realised there was this 48-hour live stream thing, you can go back and watch them. So they all should be tagged with the hashtag color like nobody is watching, but obviously you are watching. And yeah, you can go back and check them out. Oh, I just smudged the green. Oh well, I'll fix it up later. Linda, look, fingerprints. I must have oily fingers. It's probably just the places where I actually hold the most, so I probably hold the paper in a spot, and that's probably where I need to wear gloves when I'm doing it then, don't I? Bottom corner. What's it called again? What's what called? What's what called? I guess you can't tell me what it's called if you don't know what it's called. Hey, that was pretty stupid. Look, I'm done. Oh, okay. I got a special one. Alright, I'm going to use a dusting brush just to dust that off, and of course I can't find my kneadable eraser. That'll do. Just brushing the dust off the actual picture. I've just got a kneadable eraser and I'm just going to rub it over those flowers just to brighten them up a little bit. It's such a tiny picture. Okay, almost done. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, ask away. I'm going to post this up on social media, so Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of those. So follow me if you want. All my links are in the description below the video, which you have to close the live chat to see, so you can wait till after if you like. Alright, let me just zoom out so you can see it. The background might need a little bit of neatening up, but other than that, what do you think? I think she came out splendid. Well, I maintained at least 25 of you for that whole time, so I'm pretty happy with that. We did okay. Just going to move my camera back a little bit. So those that are new and haven't followed before, thanks so much. You guys make it worth it hanging around. Hopefully you learnt something, but she came out awesome. Love those sunflowers. I probably could even go a little bit darker in some areas, but I might play around with it later and maybe I'll see how I go. Sometimes adding a little bit extra here and there helps, but you know, you play with it and something happens. Look what happened with that Christine Karen one that I did with the toothbrush. Oh dear. Kathy, did you come back? Were you here the whole time? I didn't see you chatting. Kayla, thank you so much. Did you end up getting some sleep? You didn't have to come back. Thanks, Barb. Thanks, Linda. Colouring Down Under. Thank you. Thanks, Lo. You learnt tons, Tamara. Don't forget dim sims. Oh, thanks, Heather. Thanks for coming along. You're all awesome. Love you all. And I hopefully will see you all on Friday. That's my time, Friday at 9:30 a.m. So Sydney time and Melbourne time. We are Sydney as well. So yeah. And we'll be doing a colour along. So if you're not in my Facebook group, pop over and join. The first link in the description below underneath the kit. And make sure you answer the questions, because otherwise they won't let you in. Just to know where you're from and things like that. A bit about you. We have a lot of spammers coming in, so I like to just check. May, it has been awesome for that couple of minutes, hasn't it? Thanks, Tamara. Bye, guys. You're all awesome. Bye, Michelle. Thank you. You've been... May. She has. She's been here the whole time, in spirit. She did tell me that. Brilliant. I think I've still got a bit of dust on there. So yeah, the next colour along in my group, the image is going to be free for the 4 weeks. So make sure you're in the group, because otherwise you won't be able to get the image for free. You'll have to buy it. So and it's pretty. It's got girl with hair and flowers and maybe butterflies. I can't remember, and I haven't printed it, sorry. But I will after this live stream today. So later on today I'll post up the new event for those that are already in the group and for those that are coming to join as well. I will come back and colour more. Okay, now go to sleep, Linda, and everyone else. See you later, and thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you soon.